Hey everyone, this is me, Mithi here. Welcome to the Nitecast, episode 2. I'm here today with Christian from Production Journal and CJ from That One Doesn't Count. And this is a good episode. We talk about a bunch of stuff, some movies that came out, and how my old roommate got arrested. Yeah, so please enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome to
A
podcast.
real Eddie Burback moment. Hello, welcome to the podcast.
Did you just interrupt me while I was introducing
Yeah.
the podcast?
You want
Yeah.
me to introduce it?
I just did.
Welcome to the podcast. My name is Mr. Podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about podcasting. We started this during quarantine because we needed something to do.
Hello and welcome back to Nitecast. Today it's myself, Production Journal Christian, Mithi from Film Caffeine, and CJ from That One Doesn't Count, or as I like to say, the one that doesn't count.
How many times are we going to intro this fucking podcast?
Because you kept
We're
on
keeping
fucking
all of
memeing
them.
it, so I
We're
was doing a
keeping
proper-
all of them. We're keeping all of them.
We are, because I don't like editing, and the audio is just going to start from when I said rolling. How's it doing on this fine day? I don't know how to talk. What are you guys up to?
It's one day, but it's 1 a.m. So this fine
Oh,
night.
I forget that you guys, it's like night for you, because
Nightcast. That's why it's called Nightcast.
it is, and for me, it's also night because that's how time works. It's not actually night. It's 9:51 a.m. and it's a Saturday, and I feel like a piece of shit. That was
Wake
a
up
great voice
at
crack,
11:30. Feeling like a piece of shit. Oh no.
bro. I've been listening to more inside music recently, and I feel good, even though it's supposed to make me feel bad.
I've seen that fucking movie 5 times now. I put it on today because I just want to watch content and comedy.
That's
I was like, fuck it. I guess I'm watching the rest of the fucking
That's the
thing
thing.
now.
Is do you categorize Inside as a movie? Like
Yeah.
it's a stand-up special, but could you? I guess you kind
Yeah.
of
I
could.
call it a movie. Yeah.
It's got a narrative, so yeah.
Yeah. I think like I feel like that funny feeling is still like one of my favorites in that whole thing. Not a lot of people listen to that because it's very
It
depressing,
is my
but
favorite. It's the best song in the thing.
it's
because it's so depressing.
it's a good moment. Also, he has to do so many one takes. I'm scared for every time he does a one take, but
Yeah, but
it's-
at the same time, that's just like a normal special, except a normal special is a million long one takes. Except, I did see an interview in the podcast. Apparently, there's like a million different pickups in Make Happy. It was filmed over 2 nights or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all a lie. Don't believe anything you see.
Yeah, that makes
Except for
sense.
us. We only tell you the truth.
I'm assuming he went somewhere also to help produce the music, right? Like he,
I'm not sure. Probably.
because I don't think he can do all of it in house unless he like maybe he could, but it feels weird to me of like,
I don't know.
wouldn't
Or
he have
like,
like collaborated with someone for
music
mixing?
Software's gone pretty decent recently.
That's true. But yeah.
I don't know what I said.
Also,
Right.
I don't know when this is going up, but the day we're recording is Happy Superman Day. Today's Superman
Yeah.
Day.
It was yesterday in Australia because we're ahead of you.
I love
We're living in the future.
you are.
Yeah,
How's
living-
it feel to be?
don't forget
How's
to
it feel to
watch
be
out.
inferior? Mithi,
Ugh.
how's it feel to be inferior?
Great. I love it. I'm a masochist. But
What the heck?
yeah. I have this thing where I keep calling myself a masochist, but not in the technical way, because technically masochism is like defined as a sexual thing where you love being tortured. That's not what this is. I'm masochism in the sense of
I feel like maybe this is what that is for you. Maybe.
no, it's
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna go real armchair psychologist right now. You're really into CBT. I can tell from the way you talk.
I had like one CBT thing like a year ago,
Wait,
and
what?
there was not like a CBT thing. This
Wait,
guy.
excuse me?
Okay, here's what. No, I know, right? Listen.
Okay,
Here's
this is
what-
a discussion for a podcast. This is why we're subscribed.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing.
Go.
I was in my apartment, and my roommate is kind of a dumbass. I don't know. He's weird. He's fun sometimes, but he's weird. He's also never gonna listen to this.
I'm
And
gonna make him. I'm gonna find out who he is. I'm gonna make him.
then he's gonna
Yeah.
come and beat me up because he's like a fucking bodybuilder. But he like got these like peach gummy things, and he like put them out like in the middle, and I was like, let me try a couple. and they were pretty good, and I had like 4 of them, right? And then he was like, dude, did you eat some of those gummies? And I'm like, yeah, it was out, and we share shit. So I was like, yeah, why not? And he's like, those are CBT gummies. You're gonna go fucking insane. How many did you have? And I was like, about like 4. And he's like, holy shit, dude, you're gonna start tripping. And I'm like, huh? And I got like super, super nervous about it. And I felt nothing. I felt literally like nothing.
I get a CBT gummy.
What's that?
It was some, or maybe it's like THP gummy or something. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's
That
like
sounds more likely because when I'm saying CBT, I mean cock and ball torture.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the. I feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I
feel
was
like a
like, what
piece
kind
of
of
shit.
gummies do that?
Dude,
Like,
I was talking about
okay.
like the drugs, the fucking the shit that's in like weed or whatever, where like it's supposed to get you high, and I'm
If
like,
he's a confirmed stoner.
I honestly, he never told me. I could see see it as just a prank. Maybe he just like pranked me, and he was like, I'm gonna prank this bitch, because he'd probably do something like that. But
And sounds like a toxic relationship.
it was a very toxic relationship. A guy moved into our
What was-
apartment and got arrested a month later.
What
Because
the fuck?
he had a lot of. This is a crazy story. It's so weird. Is this a time for
We've
me to
got time.
expose it on the podcast? I won't name anyone.
Yeah.
It is it is kind of funny though, right?
We've got
So-
time.
All right. Well,
I've
yeah,
got nothing to do.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking 1 a.m.
Yeah, I've got time. All right. So here's what happened. This is kind of stupid, but it's funny. So I was living in this place, and then the Mexican bodybuilder dude was like, he was living in the other room, right? There were 4 rooms in this apartment. Then a guy, they like put me in a thing. It was some kind of fucking catch-22 thing where they put me in a thing where I like could have roommates like room into my room even though I wanted a private room. And so this one dude moved into my room, and I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, fine. But before and this guy was set to move in. And then last minute he changed his reservation from this like this 2-person room to a private room. And so then he moved to the room just like right next to my room. And I was like, oh, okay, that's actually good for me. Awesome. Turns out this dude was moving with his girlfriend, and like had like so much fucking stuff that he moved into his like own room, that I was like, I mean, thank God that he decided to move into his own room, because if he had moved into my room, one, they were definitely having so much sex, and and 2, that was so much stuff that they were bringing to that room. And I saw some of the stuff too, and it looked kind of not on the legal side per se. And I was like, at least he's in my apartment, which sucks, but at least he's in.
Boys.
Yeah. At least he's in the other room. But then like later, some other dude moved into my room, but he was really reserved and quiet. So I was like, yeah, whatever, fine. I told the guys downstairs, like, these guys, they'd have friends overs, right? They would get their friends over, and they would just stay up all night and just play Xbox, and then sleep all through the day just on our couch. And I was like, I mean, for a few days, sure, that's fine, but this became a regular thing where these guys were just staying with us. And I was like, this is not acceptable at all. And it's not that I even use the living room, but these guys are just in our apartment, taking our food and doing whatever, and just like Xbox on loud volume, like 3 a.m. at night, you know? And
Sounds like Boomerang and fucking expensive Spider-Man run on God.
yeah, basically. And I was like, okay, I gotta say something, but then I didn't say anything because one of these guys, I think, had a gun or something, and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do something stupid. So I just kept to myself. I kept in my room, and I was like, whatever. I wake up one morning, like around 10 a.m. I hear a knock on the door, and I go to open it, and it's my roommate's girlfriend, and she's like, oh my God, they arrested him. And I'm like, huh? Turns out like 8 a.m. or something, the police came and like arrested him and then walked away. And then they never came and talked to me or anything like that. They just went and arrested this guy at the hall. And I was like, huh? What? turns out they like did like a robbery stint the night before.
Holy shit.
They went to some guy's
What?
house and like robbed him of something, or like some other apartment, and then robbed the guy. And then someone called the police or like snitched on them per se. And then the police came and robbed this, and then it took these guys, right? And I was like, what happened? I'm going back to my room. I can't. What the fuck is this? What are they coming back here? What's going on? And then they were like, oh, we need to pay him out. We need to pay him out. And I'm like, I have nothing to do with this. Don't ask me for money. Don't. Because these guys also broke the TV, and like it's our TV. And
Yeah.
I was like, you guys need to do something about this. And then it was like, don't worry, I got it covered. And now he's arrested. So I'm like, okay, so what's
You
gonna
just
happen?
leak his name.
Fucking shit. I'll bleep it out. I'll put a note and I'll bleep it out. It is like the Gus and Eddie podcast.
This is the Gus Mithi podcast.
Yeah, but then
You
so
know what? I'm happy.
exactly. So I'm like, okay, this roommate dude. So the Mexican bodybuilder. This is why I don't like this ass. He was like, oh, someone leaked this. Someone leaked the information. Dude, Mithi, was it you? And then they all looked at me, and I'm like, why the fuck would I am in my room all day doing nothing but like work on video essays, because I was working in my Arkham Knight video essay at the time. And just fucking keep to myself. And you asses are looking at me like there's like I'm gonna do something. I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out what happened was the guy who moved into this apartment, right, with his girlfriend, he was living in the apartment complex in another apartment. And the roommates in that apartment had complaints against him. And they were like, listen, this dude is like being an ass and bringing on his friends and doing the same shit he was doing with us. You need to kick him out. He is violating a lot of the things here. And then instead of kicking him out, they just moved him to our apartment.
That's fucked up.
That's dummy.
I was like, why did you do this? Technically, they got away with it with something, but like, I was like, you can't be allowed to do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna like find a way to take this to court. But then fucking pandemic hit, and I left the next month, and I mean that was it, you know. And I just never was that concerned about it. But that was like the craziest thing that like ever happened to me. And like I'm in a solo place right now, and yeah, it's a bit, but at least the internship's paying for like half of it with the stipend, or a little more than half of it with the stipend. I think all of it this summer. And I just I like living with my friends, and I feel like I could live with my friends for a bit, but dude, living with random people is hard. It's because you could run into shit like this, and it sucks. But yeah, that's my story. I don't think I've told that on like a podcast or anything. So there's your Film Caffeine exclusive. I got one of my roommates got arrested, and it was crazy. Then that's what we'll title the podcast. My roommate got arrested. That'll get clicks.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Fucking wild.
I know, right? It's like it's just it's so random that this happened, and it has nothing to do with anything. But it was just like the fucking. It's just so stupid. But yeah. Anyway, happy Superman Day. Dude, if Superman were there, he would have
He would
punched
have
some
given them
people.
a stern talking to.
He would have beat the shit out of them to a pulp, and then he would have
Maybe
controlled them.
Zack Snyder's Superman, am I right, boys?
I was gonna make the joke on Twitter, and I haven't yet, and I'll do it. Don't steal it from me, or I will copy strike you.
What am I gonna fucking do?
You know the Bo Burnham's.
He can't make the joke on
I was-
Twitter, even if
I
he
was-
wanted to.
I was gonna make the Zack Snyder's Bo Burnham, and it's like the one where he's like on the cross or whatever. But then I realized that was such a stupid joke, and I stopped myself. But maybe I should.
Oh, that joke goaded. Make that joke. That's a fucking banger.
Yeah,
Easy 10K likes.
I should. I fucking are we gonna start copying Hassan? Are we all gonna just become Hassan on Twitter? So it's only for clout. It's never for anything else. It's only for clout. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters.
I just need a fucking Twitter account, bro.
Good job.
Trust me, you
How-
don't, and I envy
Are
you.
you
No, I
gonna-
do.
Are you gonna speedrun the sus process again? CJ, do you want to talk about how you've been getting sus? This is a great story for the podcast. I want to hear you talk about this.
I'm
Your
so
fucking
sad.
your sus saga. That's what it's called.
The sus saga.
It's a saga.
The
Saga.
sus saga. Okay, so
It's literally the Infinity Saga because it
Yeah,
just doesn't.
it's happened at
all the
least
time.
it's happened 6 times. You know, it's the same
yeah,
shit.
most of them in like the last 2 days. So basically, what's been happening is all the way back in like early March, I got suspended off Twitter because I made a joke I was gonna stab a son in his dick. Which of course I didn't fucking do, and I wouldn't do. But
Well,
Twitter
would you?
doesn't understand. I
No,
mean,
he wouldn't. He's
maybe
not
if
heartless.
provoked. Maybe if provoked.
Okay, I stand corrected. Maybe he is heartless.
I'll do it for
Yeah,
your
so I
YouTube
made it,
subscribers.
and it's so fucking. It makes me so sad because I fucking DM'd him before I sent him like, should I send this? Am I gonna get suspended? He's like, no, you'll be fine. I'm like, all right, sweet, I'll send it. I got fucking suspended like in 12 hours. So I just wasn't on Twitter for like 3 months, and then just recently I came back because I got someone's older account that they weren't using anymore. I just made it my account, and so that was all well and good. And then stupid me, we were making fun of SK. We were just on Twitter, just fucking mass quote retweeting each other, fucking taking the piss out of the way SK fucking quote retweets everything and everyone. And it was quite funny. And then I, without even thinking, told someone I was going to kill them unless they watched more SK Comics media on YouTube. And I got suspended again. And so I've made like 6 new accounts, and all of them got suspended pretty much immediately.
Yeah,
It's
didn't you
really
get
sad.
one? You got one sus for your phone number, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the main reason they're all
And then I
getting
try to
sus.
hook you up with
Yeah.
Google Voice, but it's only exclusive to
Only in
America. It's beautiful. It's
No,
like
it's not.
I'm laughing,
basi-
and I do feel bad for you, but I will continue
So
to laugh.
basically-
I don't
I have
feel bad. It's
resorted
fucking
to-
hilarious.
Fuck you, Tristan. So basically, I've just resorted to I'm just gonna keep appealing my original account until they unban it. Like straight up, I don't give a fuck. I will appeal that account for years.
I
on
I
end.
will say if Twitter has like a customer service line, just call them, because I feel like if you're in a customer service line, like, hey, I got sus for this phone thing. Can I get this? Or I got sus 3 months ago. Can I do anything to
Yeah.
recover this? Because it's
They'd be
by
like,
the way-
sure, what'd you get sus for? You're like, well, initially I said I'd stab this guy in the dick, and then...
Oh,
I'm not saying initially. I'm saying, oh, it was like 3 months ago, and now I want to come back. You think I'm gonna tell them I've been suspended like 7 times? They go, oh fuck, no way,
yeah.
please.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
focus on the
yeah,
original and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best
Pretty
thing to
much
do.
fine.
Dude, Twitter is kind of strange. Like fucking breaking news.
People
Kanye
tend to-
West just unfollowed Kim Kardashian and the rest of the Kardashian family on Twitter. That's what gets to trending. That's what
Wait,
gets to
why was that? Did they divorce or something?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
they like in the process
I
of a
don't-
divorce.
Like, no offense, I don't care.
Exactly. Exactly.
dog.
Yas Queen. No one fucking cares.
This is a true Yas Queen moment.
This is a true gamer Yas moment. Has anyone said Yas Queen unironically ever since its inception?
Like 2015, I don't think so.
Like it's I haven't heard it being
I
said.
fucking hope not, quite frankly. That would just be a sad indictment on the state of our society.
Exactly.
Almost as
Stop
sad
using the
as
word.
Joker.
You know, Joker is a movie that actually terrifies me.
Oh, that
Oh.
no one gets that reference.
Damn, that's a
Joker
crack
is a
reference.
movie that terrifies me. Can I
Did
do
you
a
listen
good
to this?
dude?
You gotta listen to this and you
Joker
think,
is a
"What just
movie
all heard?"
that terrifies me. I can't do it right. I
That's terrible.
Rude. Love you, buddy.
I love you, but I'm gonna keep shitting on you relentlessly. And you can do the same to me because I'm a masochist. Speaking of shit,
Um,
piss in the
speaking
toilet.
of shit,
You know what's
Speaking of
funny?
shit,
You
I
I'm
actually.
found a new
not. I'm
YouTube
so funny.
Speaking of shit, I found a new YouTube channel today. Let me find this idiot's name. So his name is Jay
He's not an
Shufflebot.
idiot. He's a prophet.
Okay. His name is Jay Shufflebutton. He just fucking tells these stories of the most rancid shit
Is it like
in the world.
it's like Peter
It's
Thiel, right? It's like Peter Thiel,
funny.
but like
I have
worse.
no idea who that is.
Who's
I'm
It's
not
like
going to lie.
it's the guy Ted. Is it Peter Thiel or Peter? Let me look this up so I can
Peter
actually.
Tingle?
Peter Tingle.
Thiel, yeah,
Yeah.
Peter Thiel. He is not wait no not Peter Thiel. That's the fucking Bitcoin dude. Who is the guy who's like I had sex with Bigfoot in the woods or some shit, and like he talks about like bird training and stuff, and he just makes random videos that are probably clearly fake, but it's just the weirdest fucking thing of all time. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but it's
No,
I'd rather not, if that's okay. I'm perfectly fine not having a single clue.
not being aware about this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
This
That's
is
that's
probably
how I feel
something
about
that
your
I struggle
channel.
with.
So
Thank you. That's why I
That's how
will not
everyone
be
else
watching
feels about
Coda.
yours.
dude, you
Stream Coda
you know what's the most important thing though?
Do not
What?
stream Coda. Whoever's listening, do not stream it.
Stream
I
Coda
can't
August
wait
2021.
for 2021 to come and go and Coda to just not come out.
I mean, if my Coda doesn't come out, at least the fucking Apple TV one will come out. So, dude, I'm not sure to be pissed or not, or if I should be pissed about that or not. I think I should be, because I'm like, I didn't even plan for it, you know? And they're just like, yeah, August 6th, we're releasing this movie. And I'm like, I mean, all right, I guess. I can't do anything. And it is it's gonna get more views than mine, but at least
Oh,
it's not
just
like a
chill.
it's not like a
Just
note it's not a noteworthy movie. It's like a French movie that's just being released on Apple Plus. You
And
know, so
that's why you can get away with suing them.
yeah. So because I can sue the French people.
So, go to the GoFundMe link in the description to help fund Sui's. Sui's? That's your new name.
Sui
Help
Baka.
fund-
That's my new name. Sui Baka.
Oh my god,
help-
shut up.
Yep. Sui
help
Baka.
fund his new lawsuit against Apple TV Plus for
Yes.
stealing. You know.
I was gonna do something about it, and then I just got to the point where I'm like, I don't care that much. It's fine. But I want to do something where it's like, because the premiere dates for Coda are like, it's either gonna be August 6th, August 13th, or August 20th. You know, I don't think I'll push it to August 27th. But by August 6th, I will have some thing, or like even like before August 26th, like the week before, I will have some version of the cut. What?
The Mithi cut.
Put
The
it out
Mythic
August
cut.
9th.
August 9th?
August 10th for us. Yeah,
Oh,
August 10th for Australians.
that might not be a bad idea. What I want to do,
Why would that
and
be a bad idea? Why would that be a bad idea? Give me one good reason.
because I want to do it on a Friday, like a Thursday, Friday.
Fuck you. I don't
Why?
care.
That's how movie premieres work. It's
Premiere D's nuts, bro.
fuck
That's what I'm
you,
saying. Bro.
dude.
But-
I'm just gonna say
but-
dude.
Oh
No,
no!
oh no,
Get
no.
fucked. Get fucked, Christian. Get
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, get fucked. Also, something
But,
happened
yeah,
with my
it would be
audio.
a
Did it
great
do
event
something
if,
with my?
yeah.
No, it didn't. Okay, I think my audio just like randomly peaked in the middle of all of this, and I'll mess with that later.
Sorry.
No, not with you, with my audio, like with my
No, I
mic
was
audio.
apologizing to CJ, not you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But yeah, I think what I want to do is August 6th, I want to do a premiere with like Nitecast people. I want to do a premiere with some Twitter people. And I just want to get people together on like a Discord call and just watch Coda so that you guys can review it on Letterboxd and IMDb early.
So how long is it?
How
Dude, I'm
long
just
will
gonna
Coda
be
be?
too long.
Yeah.
I don't know. I am anticipating around 30 minutes. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. That is my
What time of the-
anticipation.
What time of the day would you be doing this premiere?
I don't know. That's the thing. I want
Well,
to.
you got to tell us early so we know when to wake up and be ready for it.
I know. I want to do it when you guys are. Oh, like in like your guys' morning, the UK people's night, and then my like afternoon, because I feel like that's the best to encompass everyone.
Yeah,
But
if you could do it on like, yeah, I think so. Friday night for you would be like a Saturday morning for me. I feel.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like that would probably because I could do night, and I can mess with nights. The only thing is then probably Doug and Cole wouldn't be able to make it. But I'll probably show them so much of Coda anyways before. And it's like I don't need to make it like an event, but at least for Nightcast stuff, I would like to have you guys all
Yeah,
watch it together,
yeah,
Yeah.
because I
that'd
feel
be
like
cool.
that would be a lot of fun.
It's the
Um,
Avengers Endgame of Film Caffeine.
it is actually, and after this, I'm gonna make a bunch of fucking TV shows, I guess.
No. I'm saying it's the Avengers Endgame in the way that it's objectively bad.
Oh
Flawed.
yeah, and
Yeah,
objectively flawed. And what's the title of SK's video? Just that. Just copy paste that
it's an
Oh
into
wait,
awful
let's go make a
conclusion.
video on it.
Code is an awful conclusion.
Coda's an awful conclusion. Yeah, dude.
Confirmed.
I was talking with Scribe about this, and I think I told Christian this. It's so weird to feel like I have like spoilers for something, Like I have actual spoilers for Coda that I'm like hiding from people. I'm like, ooh, I got
WandaVision.
Bro,
this.
got
I,
that shit under lock and key like
I,
a
I
Marvel.
got I gotta put it in. You gotta go to the red room to be able to read it. Don't you guys know what happens, right? I showed you about the scripts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Batman.
yeah.
It's all the twist of that. It's the twist of that. It's a sequel to Unbreakable. That's the twist at the end. It's a sequel to Unbreakable, and it's like, huh? And then the sequel has fucking me playing Mr. Glass. I'm sitting in a wheelchair. I could do that. It's a prick, but he's Mr. Glass. I want to see that.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. Well, I was
When does
talking.
the prick get a resurrection arc?
I don't
Is a
know. Here's the
resurrection and
thing.
then
Here's the thing: is he's back. I haven't told anyone this, right? He's
Well, don't
back.
spoil it.
That's not. It's not spoiler. People know the prick is back, right?
You
Because
just said I haven't told anyone this.
no, I haven't told anyone. I haven't told anyone how the prick comes back, right?
Oh,
And it's not necessarily supernatural. It's just I'm gonna say this now, and if people listen to it, they know, and if they don't, they just don't know, and they'll just keep yelling at me. But if you watch Coda and you find that the prick comes back after he got fucking shot in the head in the deal, spoilers for the deal, I guess, you'd probably be like, bro, what the fuck? You got shot in the head. I don't really explain how he's back, so there's that. And I thought of
Wasn't
at
it a last minute addition to chuck the prick in?
it was there were a lot of things. The original script, and I told this on a broadcast, the original script for Coda had this whole thing, right? And I planned it out, everything, and then the second day of shooting, the guy who played the villain dropped. So I was in full panic mode, and it was a lot of repairing. But honestly, I feel like the prick is a better. The prick came through that, and you will see how the prick came through that because the Coda was like Coda was one thing, and then I added the prick, and it became a little bit different. It didn't change for the worse. It changed for the better. And in the moment, it felt like it was changing for the worse. But even looking through footage right now, it changed for the better. And the original script had, like 11 scenes. Change like when the villain dropped. I had to remove like fucking like 3 or 4 of those scenes, right? So it went from like 11 to 7 scenes, and I was like, shit, this isn't gonna work. And then I added the prick back in, and I got like an extra fucking like 9 scenes. So it helped the pacing of the film, if I'm being honest, because now I had more stuff to work with, and it's weird because I don't love playing the prick because I feel like I'm not a great actor. I can pull it off with the prick, but I'm not great with it, right? But at least it feels like it is under my control, and I like that aspect to it because it's like I'm playing the villain. I am controlling this, and I have the forethought to see what it looks like in editing, and I like doing that. And it has like an indie vibe to it because it's like, oh, the director's playing a character, I guess.
Andy Sandberg be like.
Andy Samberg be like, yeah. Dude, fucking.
And David Sandberg, because I was gonna say Lonely Mountain, but then also the guy who did Shazam.
Mm,
Say
uh,
Lonely Mountain.
Whatever it
This
is,
is
Lonely
fucking
Island's
The
my favorite.
Hobbit, you
I was
Lonely
thinking of
son.
The
Island. Yeah, yeah.
Hobbit. Same
I,
thing.
I,
They're both goated.
dude, Palm Springs. People need to watch Palm Springs. Have you guys seen
That's
Palm
true. The
Springs?
movie was one of the best movies of last year.
I think it's my
Oh,
favorite movie of 2020. Yeah,
I
my favorite
love
movie of
it
2020.
so
I don't
much. It
think
was
I've
so
seen
good.
it.
It's
I watched it.
beautiful. Watch it if you
It's
need a
so good.
good
On
like.
Prime Video. Watch
I,
it.
I'm a big rom com person, and I like rom coms that focus on the rom more than the com, and that is one of those. I think.
Yes.
And I think
That's
that's the shift of the landscape has been, rom coms, but you focus on the romanticism, right? You make it something else, and you got that with this. Honestly, you kind of got that with In the Heights a bit. I watched In the Heights yesterday. That was awesome.
I haven't seen it.
It's great. It's
I don't even think
fucking.
it's out over here. It doesn't come out for a few days.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's on HBO Max, and I think it's in some theaters locally.
Yeah. We
But
also
I
have Max.
yeah, that's.
I
And
hate
then
fucking
the Blue Beetle shit is happening now, and it's like you can't watch. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
fucking
Yuck.
man.
Yucky yuck. Yucky disgusting yucky yuck. Um
I agree.
yeah. Icky gooey yucky yuck piss in the toilet. But
I hate you.
you're welcome.
That's such facts. Holy shit.
Dude, CJ, do you remember the piss in the toilet joke?
No.
Be
So
thankful you don't.
lucky bastard.
You enlighten me.
No.
I just
Not
tweeted
this podcast.
I just tweeted a picture of a toilet, and I was like, piss in the toilet. It didn't even have piss in the toilet. It was just a picture of a toilet. And then everyone responded with, yeah, but just like flush it or something. And I was like, no, but it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there, dude. And I just replied that to everyone. And it was the funniest thing I ever did.
I think I was sussed when that happened. And I'm very happy.
I think it should be before you were sussed, because I think it was
When was
2020.
It was.
Oh,
I think it was 2020.
Just be
did
thankful
not
you didn't see it,
remember
bro.
Yeah, just be thankful you didn't see it.
that's
Good
kind
old-
of goated.
It was great. It was greatly goaded, and now Troy hates me.
See, you're a good friend, but also I hate you.
Troy
Troy
hates
hates
me
you
for
for it?
Troy hates me for it, and I love it because it's like I get to torture Troy, my favorite YouTuber.
Damn, don't torture Troy. That's hecked up.
Bro, I will torture everyone, and I will let you guys torture me as long as I get to torture everyone.
I don't fucking get it, man. I don't get it. I'm so sad. You
What?
motherfuckers, you all know everyone. I fucking barely talk to these people.
Bro, I literally I don't know, dude. Fucking Mauricio, if you're listening, please.
You all know like one person each. Like straight up. Hassan knows fucking Mauricio. Christian knows fucking Bailey. And you know Troy. And Dawood just talked to Alex a little bit, I think.
Dawood talks to Hassan. Dawood talks to Hassan. Didn't Dawood like talk? I guess Dawood had his like high top thing that he did. Which
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
the high top video was one of the first things I saw from Dawood. Funny enough.
And I know fucking no one. I guess
You
Troy's
know,
gonna be mine.
Izaza, right? Izaza? I can't even.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, I guess. That's
Dude, I
true.
was Didn't he post
I
a
don't
new
really know
thing?
the films really.
Is he like live on Twitch right now? Let
He
me.
was earlier. He was streaming the
Oh yeah, he's not live right now.
his video game.
Yeah. Wasn't he the Batman Begins? Yeah.
That game looks whack as hell.
Is it the one that like you walk around like it's Arkham? Because I remember seeing like a demo of that and I thought it was cool.
You walk
Um,
around like an insane person. The animations in that game are next level.
That sounds amazing. I know they did a
It's-
game like that for Man from Uncle when that came out, and I was like, ooh,
Yeah, but you can't play that anymore because Army Hammer.
yeah. Maybe you can play it because it's Army Hammer. Because it's like
Batman?
Sussman?
Sussman. Army Hammer
What
is
just
sus man.
happened?
He is the definition of sus man,
Nice one, CJ.
bruh. Ow.
Shut up, Christian. You're stupid anyway.
They're making
Among Us movie.
they're
I
making
hope so.
they're making Aquaman 2 and fucking
what's
Amber
it
Heard is
called? Like-
back.
What
Oh,
the hell is with
ew.
that?
I don't fucking know.
Like that's the thing. I'll end up watching the movie because I'm sort of obligated to. It's DC,
Yeah,
but like that's a huge turn off.
I
Yeah.
know. It's like, come on.
It's nothing to her acting. Like her, whatever. She's an actor. That's her profession. It's just her as a person. I don't want to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're supposed to
Just
title it Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom potentially, which I don't hate that title, but I do like keeping ands in the title, you know? Like Aquaman the
yeah,
Lost Kingdom versus Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I like the and for
yeah.
like for Aquaman, you know?
Yeah.
I like the and for most movies, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it
see,
works.
I reckon I'm in the minority who loves the title, Harley Quinn and the
Oh, yeah,
Birds of Prey and
Birds
or
of
what it is,
Prey.
Harley
Birds of Prey
Quinn
and the
and Fabulous
Fantabulous
Murder.
Emancipation of
See,
One
the thing
Harley
is
Quinn. I like that title.
I had beef with the title, but at the end of the day, you can call it Birds of Prey, which I think that's the good thing. You know, if you can
Yeah.
call it something else and it has a long title, it's like, yeah, that's cool. Like even like the Batman title, I like the Batman title, but also it's this whole thing of, oh, it's the Batman, and it's like, yeah,
It's
um,
doving.
yeah. Also, they're stealing clout from the 2004 show, dude. The 2004 show, though. I hope
Wait,
this
what's that?
the fucking they're calling it the Batman, and the only other thing that was called the Batman was the fucking 2004 show.
You
Yeah.
guys are show these notes. Get ready.
Shut the fuck up. I watched the episode from that show last night. It was the Batman and the Penguin like watches a movie where like a bunch of people like team up, and he's like, "Oh, that's what we need to do. We need to team up to fucking get a crystal penguin." And
That
so
sounds busy in the
it
best way possible.
it was beautiful. It was fucking it's awesome. I love that episode. It doesn't get a lot of love because
Bill,
the show in general doesn't get a lot of love, but
absolute show, SMH.
it's like it honestly it cemented because I heard you guys talking earlier while I wasn't there, because I was busy taking a massive shit. Yes, that's going in the
Thanks. Put that on
podcast.
the stream.
Um,
Great content.
I'm,
Thanks, pal.
yeah, you're welcome, podcast listeners. But you guys you're talking about Batman being a cool character, right, or something, and
Yeah.
I was like, we
We
were
were debating because
We weren't really
CJ loves
debating.
Superman. I love Batman, and we're just like, who's better? At the end of the day, they're both great. We just give each other shit just for the sake of it.
Except I was just joking. I have to upkeep my public persona that Superman is better than Batman in every way, and Batman's dumb
But you're
shit, so
admitting
yeah.
it's a public persona, so now you're gonna get fucked in the ass by the media. Oh no!
No, you didn't hear that.
You're about to get
Oh,
raw exceed.
you're gonna go.
You
You're
just
gonna get
started a
mogused.
war.
You just got drafted into a war. But yeah, I think like that episode and a bunch of other shit in that show just cements that Batman is just such a cooler character and just a.
Like, Batman is, I would say, he's definitely a cooler character than Superman.
I feel like past season 3 in that show, there's a lot of just Batman being like Paddington, where he's just the guy who's like the flat arc, you know, where it's like
That's a sentence I needed to hear today.
that Batman
is
being
like
Paddington. Batman is like Paddington. Dude, we're
No,
farming fucking
so
thumbnail
we're
ideas.
saying Paddington as in Paddington Bear. Listeners.
Yes.
We're not talking about like Pattinson.
No,
we're talking about the
no.
actual bear.
It's like Paddington, and here's why. And Troy will love me for this because I got this from his video. It's a flat arc thing, right? Where a character doesn't really go through a change. It's just the people around them kind of reflect on their ideas, and it's like that with Batman. Because it's like, Batman doesn't change. Batman's already cemented. But then Batgirl and Robin change. You get little moments where Batman kind of changes here and there. But, like, for the most part, a lot of the episodes are people changing around Batman. I will say, though, one of the best episodes of the show that no one talks about, The Everywhere Man. That one was, that shit was hot. Because, like, there was, like, actually, like, a bit of character drama in that episode. And I love that.
You said that about literally every episode of that show. Like, God, goodness gracious me. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but like, damn, don't act like it's.
That's true. That's true. I say that for like there are a lot of episodes from the show that are like kind of mid and kind of not great. But
Heresy.
there's at least like 10 episodes that are like my
Also-
Bible. You know?
Heresy. What I'm saying, the way fucking Michael Shannon says heresy in that movie is goated.
What, Man of Steel?
Yeah.
Heresy.
Heresy.
Sorry to just completely cut you off there, Mithy, but
No, I just said a heresy. I just said heresy. That's all.
Yeah, I know. That's why I brought it up.
Heresy. I can't do it right, dude. The
Heresy.
fucking. I need to rewatch Man of Steel at some point. I will. Just I don't know
Me
when.
too. I need to.
You should. How
It's
about
only
this?
been
You
a
should
few months.
definitely rewatch Man of Steel before my Superman video comes out.
That's true. When are you planning for that to come out?
I wanted to release it as part of a secret collab,
There we go.
but then the secret collab got moved backwards.
Also,
so I
it
have to-
has been announced. They announced
No,
it like
it
a
hasn't.
while
No, it
back.
They
hasn't.
haven't.
They
They
haven't.
haven't.
No.
It's a secret. You're gonna have to cut that out. It is a secret.
I don't like editing. Fuck.
Don't care.
Yeah, why? You a video essayist, you buffoon.
I don't. Yeah, that's why. Why do you think I haven't made a video since April? That's why I don't like editing.
In December, motherfucker. God damn.
I'm gonna. What's my next? I'm working on a Young Justice video. I've told people that, so it's fine.
That's
And
not really.
it's going well,
What
but
video you're doing, you can't say what the collab is.
the collab is like it's a collab about.
Yeah. They've
It's
announced
an
that something.
exciting collab. That's all
They've
I'm saying.
announced something that's happening. They just haven't announced what it is. So,
Yeah. It's exciting. And we're
it's,
glad. to be
It's
part
the
of it.
okay.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna.
thank
Spo-
you.
Part of it.
I'm gonna spoil it right now. It's the SK Comics collab. Everyone makes a video on SK Comics.
And why he's goaded.
Yep, it's like SK Comics
You
appreciation.
had to get suspended again. CJ.
You get suspended just for saying that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
How am I gonna cut that out?
Honestly, and I won't. Obviously, I still won't spoil what the collab is. But thank you. Shut the fuck up. Thank you, Glenn, for inviting Mithi and I along to it.
Ooh.
Thank you, Mithy, for accidentally inviting me.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was pretty funny.
Then
As long-
just no one cares.
As long as I get
That was
clout.
good.
As long as I get clout, that's all that matters. Also, I'm gonna make sure I type the
You know,
time
more
codes in.
views than you because I have more subs, but you're not a bad person.
40 minutes. When did the fucking
Anti-clout is found, Desaad. We'll stop at nothing to acquire it. We'll use the old ways.
I'm trying to see what time codes I need to code stuff, and all I have right now is this and then the fucking thing earlier. I don't like editing. Editing sucks ass.
Dude, if you hate editing, why are you a YouTuber and B making a podcast where we're
And-
talking about sensitive information? Because you've already got to cut out someone's name.
And
Now you got to cut out the name of the collab as well.
and also I gotta cut out fucking this piece of shit. I have to cut Coda. I'm doing all the editing for Coda, and that's the only reason why Coda's. If I could edit Coda faster, oh my god, oh my
Dude,
fucking god.
And I'll help you edit it.
Do you
bro.
want to actually?
I
Because
would.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, get a team of editors on that shit. On God.
I actually okay.
And then you can list me as an editor, and I can put it on IMDb, and I can use that as my own reference as well.
I'll actually send you guys footage.
Me too. Holy shit.
Do
Holy
you guys want?
shit.
Do you guys want to edit fight scenes? Because fight scenes are hard to edit, and I don't understand how to
I'm
edit.
down.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it my all.
I'll send you guys Premiere profiles and stuff, and you guys can mess with it.
Why didn't you ask us earlier, bro?
Because I thought I should edit everything, but then I was like, it
Bro,
makes
are
sense.
you acting
Why do
and
you think you have
everything?
friends, bro?
That's true.
That's why we're here.
That's
Wait,
true.
who the fuck said we were his friends? I just want to.
You just want the clout. Wait a second. Hold up.
I just want the name in the
Well,
credits.
that's way too far.
No. Hold back a second.
We don't actually like Mithi.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also-
no, we don't. You're correct. What? Who said that?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, fucking no one likes me. Everybody, what's the fucking Suicide Squad trailer song?
Everybody knows.
No, it's
That's Justice League.
Justice League.
Is
the
Justice
opening.
League?
Everybody
that's
knows
what
that
it
song.
is. Okay, both those two movies are just the same movie.
No, that's not true because Justice League is infinitely worse somehow.
True, but
Well, actually, no, not somehow because of all the shit that went on behind.
you know how they say some infinities are bigger than other infinities? It's like that, but with Justice League and Suicide Squad.
Straight up, that's actually the correct way of putting it.
Exactly. But yeah, I don't want to rewatch Suicide Squad. I
Why
know
do you
someone.
need to?
That's
We should
true.
do it for the podcast, but also we shouldn't because I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I never want to even think about that movie ever again, except for the scene where Margot Robbie's getting dressed, because that's cool.
So someone is sending around a leaked No Way Home trailer thing. And it is actually kind of convincing because
Oh, is it
they're
the Statue of Liberty?
no. It's like I remember hearing about that, and honestly, I can see that being real, but that might also just be like fucking. Here's the thing that is so like inconsequential that there you go, everyone is gonna believe it, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but there's like this thing of the No Way Home trailer, and it's like he's like sitting, and then he like turns around, and then he sees
Link in,
Tasm dude, and like it's color graded correctly, you know. That's the problem with a lot of the fake trailers is they don't match the color grading in scenes. They
Yeah.
just like color grade to
They-
one other thing, and it's like
Yeah.
Plus, also as well as color grading,
in
thing,
the
but
Discord
also
and we'll watch it, and then react
like
to the podcast.
as well as the color grading, there's also like because all the Spider-Man are shot differently, like especially if the scenes they're in, like the lighting would be different from character to character. So they got to find where like a shot where each character that they're compositing has light coming from the same direction or something.
Yeah,
Like it's a
and
lot
that is
harder.
always gonna be fucking challenging.
Oh
They
yeah.
take like hundreds of scenes across these 6 movies now.
Like it is frustrating that it's all fake, but at the same time, it is very impressive.
yeah.
Yeah,
I will give it that.
Honestly,
Mithi, yeah,
isn't
send the new one because I kind of want to watch.
yeah, let me send it.
Honestly, the way I look at it is like, even if it is real, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna believe it until I see it anyway.
Yeah, dude, the fucking you know the two dudes who keep screaming about let's get the trailer every time they want a new trailer, and like
Yeah.
every time Tom Holland responds to them, and it's like this whole thing, because they did that for Far From Home, and then Tom Holland responded to them. Those guys posted their fucking No Way Home video where they're like, we need the trailer for No Way Home, and
Oh, them! Fuck,
yeah,
I don't-
the guys who like scream at the top of their lungs, and it's like
It's kind of funny, but also it's kind of annoying.
it's both yeah. First time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, but it's like this goes on for too long. It's like it goes on for like a
Videos
minute
like
long.
20 seconds long, that would be funny as, but they
Yeah.
go on for like 2.
But I think that's why it gets the attention. It's because you have a larger roll time, so then people linger on the video, and they're like, okay, whatever.
Really? I thought the retentions would screw that.
But it's one joke spanned multiple times, right? So then it's like wherever you pop in, it's the same content.
I'm watching this trailer.
Yeah, and then it fucking takes a twist. But yeah, I think I have a theory that those guys are like in on it, and they're like Sony is like, hey, we're gonna release a trailer, so do your like dumb thing, and then we'll release the trailer in like a week.
I highly doubt they're in contact with.
They're not in, but like that happens like perfectly twice, you know. It happened with the Endgame trailer, and then it happened with Far From Home. To the point, or it happened with the Captain Marvel trailer too. It happened with Captain Marvel, Endgame, and Far From Home. And they were like, they got interaction from like some kind of executive every single fucking time. To the point where I'm like, if they don't for this one, I mean, I guess, but but yeah. Also, Fast and Furious 9 is out.
Where did that come from?
Did that come out? Fucking 3K likes. I might watch it actually. I was thinking about not watching it, but like I need something fucking like just to not focus on and then just put in the background while I eat like a burrito.
I
And
just
did
do
you-
not give a shit
Mithi-
about Fast and Furious. I've seen
did
the
you-
first one like 2
See,
years.
did you see my tweet that I put out earlier tonight?
no, what did you say?
I
Oh,
do.
Go have a look at it.
Fuck you. Read it out.
no, I'll go to it. I'll give you Twitter views. There's a Fast and Furious movie on TV, and Dwayne Johnson is doing a haka with a group of little like, soccer kids.
I think my mom was watching
Dude,
that on TV.
Dude, why the fuck did Dwayne Johnson include his haka stuff in Hobbs and Shaw? That movie was like fine, and then it takes like it's just he goes back, and then he does the whole haka thing, and I'm like, I mean, I guess, but like this has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. It's just here for the cultural representation, and I'm all for cultural representation, but it is forced. It is just like
How it sounds, mate.
it's just there, and I'm like, okay, fine, I get it, but that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, hang on. CJ, as soon as you dropped, I ran out of the deep slate, and as soon as you dropped, a whole stack of it landed in front of me. So thank you.
You dumbasses. I'm gonna pop on Minecraft later. Oh.
Anyway, what? Anything else to talk about, boys? Because I feel like I can see
We've
what
gone
we
for 50
can
minutes. We've gone intense for 50 minutes.
do.
We'll do
Well,
another
let's spend the last 10 minutes just talking about project
Batman.
ideas and stuff.
Oh, project ideas. Okay. I'm gonna stand up and my audio's gonna sound like shit for a second. Keep talking.
Okay. I can quickly talk about the project that I've been slowly writing. I won't spoil what it is, even though even if I say it, the viewers won't fucking care about it, let alone know what it is I'm going to be talking about. Um, but I am planning next year to make, and I say next year only because it's a it's a big project. But next year I'm planning on doing a bit of a short film esque thing.
Wow, way to rip off Mithi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Stop
it
stealing my
but
ideas. I own the IP
of
of short
course.
film.
Um, yeah, but it's not necessarily um not necessarily a short film, more or less just like because I wanted to make it into a video essay,
A film that
but
isn't
honestly,
long.
well, yeah, it will be. It'll be like an hour or two maybe. Um,
That's fucking feature lengthy, before.
well, fucking, I try to write shorter scripts, but I can't. But I don't want it to go too long.
Which is I'm
But it
jealous of you.
will.
I am jealous of you for that because like I'm gonna come back to my mic. I am jealous of you for that because you bastard. You keep writing long ass fucking scripts and I can struggle to get a paragraph done. What the fuck,
Speaking
bro?
of which, I'm working on a Tron script right now, which is going
Fuck
great.
you!
To be fair, I haven't worked on that in like 2 weeks, but I am over the halfway point, so I'm very excited to see how it goes.
Dude, I'm gonna say this. Christian has been telling me about some of the stuff, and like if he pans through with most of it, it's like some of the most ambitious like fucking like film content you're gonna see on the platform. Like genuinely, I'm being serious. It's very ambitious and it's really cool.
Thank you.
But yeah, what
I
am I
appreciate
working on? I'm working on this little thing. It's called it's called Coda. It's gonna be streaming August 2021. And I'm struggling, but it is going being still fun, and I might do reshoots sometime soon. Hopefully, we'll see.
See, we shall.
Yeah. CJ, what are you working on? You're working on getting unsussed on Twitter. That's what you're working on.
Yeah, I'm working on that, and I've got a couple other videos in the works. I'm thinking I might do one about Inside, but I don't know what I would say, and also that movie's kind of like so personal to me. I kind of just want to keep it for myself almost. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I got a couple other videos in the works.
Should we talk about your upcoming Marvel video, maybe?
Yeah, I'm making a video about Deadpool. It's gonna be epic. Don't even worry.
I saw a little bit of it because I'm a fucking I got Premiere Access.
Yeah, bro,
Um,
Christian's actually in it, so fuck you.
I keep asking you to be in it, and you're like, "Nah, I got someone else."
Well, yeah, I kind of did. Shit, if you want to be in it.
me, the superior
True.
Australian
If you do need
YouTuber.
someone for the fucking the one producer dude, let me know. I will step in.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, dude, fucking.
Dude also asked. Like, fuck. But I guess you
But
kind of asked first.
here's the thing: Dawood has a British accent. I don't have a British accent. I asked
Yeah, I
first.
mean-
What are you talking about? I asked you, and you were like, "Nah."
Yeah,
then
I'm
Dawood
saying
asked.
you did ask first, so I would probably
Yes.
have to go with.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I don't care about the fucking accent. Like, shit, I got fucking an American playing a Canadian, which I guess the accent isn't that different. But I got fucking this motherfucker in here playing Tim Miller. He's not exactly Australian. Like, the accent's not
Story
fucking
is
bad.
Tim Miller sounds exactly like it. Have you ever heard it? No, exactly. You've seen his writing, but you never heard him.
I've heard him. I watched the Honest Trailers thing.
Shut up. You're
Don't
ruining
talk.
this for me.
I've heard him. I've watched interviews with him.
Dude, the
Bought this
fucking
video.
the Tim Miller Honest Trailers thing is actually kind of fun. It's like Cause like I'm a decent Screen Junkies fan, but like I haven't in a while because they've not that they've gone down the drain because they haven't. It's just that they pump up content in a way that I don't like keeping up with. You know, um,
Hmm.
like I used to do the thing where I just like I'd pray Screen Junkies Universe News, like just while I go to take a shower or something. But like I just don't do that anymore, because I have other shit to watch instead. But it was interesting. Their commentaries are really their honest roller commentaries are honestly like better than a lot of the other stuff they do because they like actually go through and it's like watching a commentary for something almost or not it is watching a commentary for something. It's like watching a director's commentary because like they talk about like actually how they edit their videos and how they
Yeah.
piece things together and that's really interesting for me to watch. Oh yeah.
What
I'm
have I
eating a
been watching
honey bun.
recently? I was watching something recently. It was film related, and I've been addicted to it because it's really good, but I can't recall
I've
the
been
name.
watching. I've been watching Chase Shufflebuff. uh,
I've been
Oh,
watching.
that
Sorry,
guy.
You know what I've been
yeah,
watching? I've been
what
watching.
have you been watching?
I watched In the Heights recently, and I will say just a quick like 2 minute aside. I want to give my review because nowhere else are we gonna get like a fucking review out of this shit. And I'm gonna do this while I eat because I'm a piece of
Oh,
shit.
and also once you've said that, I remember exactly what I was gonna say. So
All
yeah.
right. Okay. In the Heights, my review. 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10. I loved a lot of this shit. To me, an 8 out of 10 is kind of a normal score. And 9 out of 10 is like, okay, this will kind of resonate with me and I want to revisit this later. That is what In the Heights to me is. It is like a 9 out of 10 because there are things the movie does where it is a musical movie and they are adapting the musical like in full because Lin-Manuel Miranda is doing it, right?
Like that.
And but there is a point where I'm like, it's 2.5 hours, and 2.5 hours is a long time for a movie like this, you know. But you are adapting something, and you need to stay loyal to it. So I see why you don't change anything drastically. However, even though it is long, it's like everything is, and John M. Chu deserves so much credit, and no one seems to be giving him any, because he did just the one shitty GI Joe movie. But like the dude's done Now You See Me Too, which yeah, it wasn't the best thing in the world, but I fucking loved it as a kid, and I still love it today. And you know, he did Crazy Rich Asians, and he gets love for Crazy Rich Asians, but no one remembers the director of the movie. They're just like, oh, that's the Asian movie, it's so cool, and that's it. It's like, no, there is good direction in that movie. The cinematography and the way the camera moves in that movie is beautiful. There is a scene in Crazy Rich Asians where it's a conversation in a Singapore marketplace, and it's just beautifully shot because it's a lot of handheld, and it reminds me of the handheld cinematography in like Man of Steel, you know, like it reminds me of that, but like a little bit more subtle and stabilized, like but with a fully conversation between like four characters, and it's like amazing. It is amazing because it's like the thing that not a lot of people realize is, you know, when we talk about cinematography and we talk about stuff and we post shit to like Twitter, we post still shots. We post still shots with cool contrast. We post still shots of silhouettes. We post still shots of Spider-Man standing on the edge of something, right? But cinematography is about moving pictures. It's about the camera moving. And how do you capture color and how do you capture the style through a moving camera as opposed to just taking photographs, right? So people with a photography background definitely don't fuck. I fucked up something.
No,
People with a photography background come into the cinematography space, but then you do change principles there because you are capturing something on video. And I feel like John M. Chu understands that, and like that's what he does with the production design of both Crazy Rich Asians and this In the Heights. He understands how to get something good moving camera wise. If I post a picture from In the Heights, people will be like, yeah, that's cool, but it's like a regular shot, right? But it's with how you move the camera and you encompass everything within like a set on camera. And like it's about how you dress up your actors. In the Heights has beautiful dressing because you every time what someone is like dressed in it makes them distinct for a second, right? When they're highlighted on screen. And I feel like that is something that's missing with a lot of American movies that's a big part of Indian movies, like Indian Bollywood movies.
There's a movie that you should watch. I watched it recently. It's called Hero. It's really big. I could be wrong. think it was a Chinese movie. I don't because I said I watched it recently, but it was really a couple months ago. Um, and that movie is known for how it deals with its color. If you love color, watch Hero. It does it really, really well, and
And
it
I
tells a
hate
story
color.
through color.
I
dude,
wish life was black and white. Pretty much.
you love the Justice Gray edition of fucking Justice League.
I haven't seen it.
I
like
haven't seen it, and I probably won't.
but then like
Justice is Grey.
but then that's the
To be
thing
honest.
with Bollywood movies is that like in India you don't have access to crazy crane sets. You don't have access to like the craziest shit there. You have access to some like crazy stuff, but not everything, right? So you capture the environment by choosing crazy locations like on top of mountains and top of different like fucking they go to the Sahara Desert for some shit. They go to fucking they go to Japan. They go to the crazy places, right, to film a lot of these dance sequences. But then they will they will accent color and costuming. They will there will be an emphasis on that, right? And I feel like John M. Chu's movies like bring a little bit of that fanfare to like these kind of movies. And so I know he's working on a Wicked movie, and I mean he won't be able to do a lot with costuming there because it's like it's Wicked, it's the musical, you just do whatever the fuck they did in that, and it's a very different tone. But I mean he's working on a Crazy Rich Asian sequel. I want to see stuff like that. I want to see stuff where the stress of cinematography isn't the still shots, and it isn't like it isn't the still stuff you can just post to Twitter, but it's in the actual moving camera. Because like even there's like in the Heights, there's a sequence there's like a pool party sequence, and just the way that he organizes camera angles just throughout that entire sequence, I'm like, yeah, because like the pool looks blue, and realistically a pool doesn't look blue, but you accent the shit out of the blue in the pool, and you have everyone in all sorts of crazy fucking contrasted colors to that blue, so that you can emphasize that. And I feel like that's something that's being lost. Like, not to shit on Marvel movies, because I love Marvel movies. There's a lot of that's not in Marvel movies, you know, because that's not the point of Marvel movies. It's just to show a set and then move on to the next set.
It's in Guardians too.
Except Guardians 2. And I do want that back in Marvel movies, and we're slowly getting that because like you can see a little bit of it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It's gonna be fucking beautiful.
Yeah, and Loki looks hot. I want, you know what I want that
But
in?
it breaks the MCU, so who cares?
Wait, the movie or the actor?
Both.
Why not both?
Yeah, porque lo nos dos.
CJ makes the dive only to get shot by a skeleton. All right, sorry.
But yeah, I think
I
you know
believe
what
now.
I want to have a visual style, and I really hope this has a visual style. The Hawkeye show. I am like actually really looking forward to the Hawkeye show because John Mulaney's Sack Lunch Bunch director and a bunch of his stand-up special directors, and like the guy directed SNL for like a lot of good seasons, is co-directing that with someone else.
Please,
So,
SNL doesn't have any good seasons.
fuck you.
SNL hasn't been good since
S-
1972.
SNL hasn't been good since the fucking the dude came on and did an impression of like fucking what's the Steve Martin, that piece of shit. He's actually really cool, but I'm calling him a piece of shit for the comedy. SNL in the early from 2005 to like 2012 was great. Shut the fuck up. But also, I mean, that's also nostalgia. I was watching I don't know if did either of you watch the Drew Gooden video on SNL recently?
I did.
No?
I did. I love that video because his SNL.
He's only done the two, but like they're both goated.
Yeah,
They're so
dude,
good.
his entire video essay collection is like what I live for. He needs
It's
more
so
recognition as a video essayist, and he doesn't get it because he's also a commentary
Yeah.
YouTube. But he has fucking 3 million subscribers. He's fine.
Yeah.
He does live in Florida, Sedge. But
So that's a bad rip for him.
exactly. But his
Also, we should probably end this podcast soon.
we
hey?
should. I'm talking too much, but yeah, go watch TLDR. Go watch Drew Gooden's SNL videos. They're good.
And go
Yeah,
watch
yeah, go
Inside.
watch
If you
Drew
haven't seen Inside, go watch Inside.
Yes,
If you
yes,
haven't
go watch
been
Inside.
You're a bad human being.
True.
I wouldn't go to that length.
Well, I would, because I've seen it 5 times, and if you haven't even seen it once, then I feel like I've wasted a lot of time in my life
True.
watching that movie.
Yep.
So if you don't watch it to make me feel validated, you're a bad person.
Make sure you go watch Inside. Scribe hasn't finished Inside yet, and I don't think he will. But
He's a bitch.
he reads
Scribe.
books, so
You heard it here first. You're a bitch.
we'll get Scribe on the podcast eventually, and we'll shit talk.
And I'll
about
call
him.
him a bitch.
Yeah, we'll just keep making Dawood jokes. Anyways, oh wait, I just realized as we end the podcast, we made it the whole podcast without joking about my Lego set.
Well, there's still time. Your
Fuck.
Lego set isn't here yet. Fuck you. That's
I'm
fine.
supposed to get it next week. All right, that's the
Christian got
end.
his
Do you guys want to plug shit? Or do we already...
I got my Daily Bugle before Mithi, so let's go clown on him for that.
You've already built yours, haven't you?
I was
Christian?
gonna
I didn't
give
build it,
everyone.
no, I'm not gonna build it for another couple of weeks because I don't have room for it. It's that big. I
Yeah,
gotta
you're
wait until I
suffering
make
from
room.
success, you motherfucking bitch. You don't have room for it. Just send it to me. Just send it
Brought
to
this on
me.
yourself. You brought this on yourself. You were literally the one who said it. This is on you. You can't complain that we're clowning on you.
I was gonna
Yeah.
give you guys all room to plug your stuff, but now I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
You.
alright, watch my Superman video in August when it drops. I'm very proud
Watch
of it.
my YouTube video and watch my Deadpool video in when it drops.
And go help CJ get unsussed on Twitter.
Support me on Patreon, you fuckers.
Let's start a hashtag save CJ.
If you support me on Patreon, I'll be able to afford a new SIM card in my phone and get a new phone number.
Why don't you just go buy like a really shitty burner phone and then just use it for Twitter?
You have to have like an actual like number though. That's the problem.
I'll get a burner phone for like they use in Breaking Bad when they're buying it.
Just for Twitter. I'm so
Just-
sad.
Yeah.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? You got sussed on Twitter.
Jesse, you just got ratioed.
All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening to the Nitecast. We are the Nitecast. Go stream Coda August 2021, and
Don't do that, Red.
give me my Lego set. That's the end of the podcast.
We're gonna cut it off like how Gus and Eddie cut it off.
Ba 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 ba. We're gonna get copy striked. Goodbye.